Hey guys, Geisha here. Before we jump into today's episode, I want to give a quick warning. This episode may include sensitive topics like violence, murder, suicide, mental health struggles, sexual assault, and other real-life events that could be upsetting. We know that these topics can be tough to hear, and your well-being is super important to us. So please take care of yourself while listening, and feel free to skip this episode if needed. This is Co-op Chronicles, episode 53. Hello and welcome back. This is Co-op Chronicles, episode 53, and I am PintsizedGeisha, and I have Blacklabel.
Hello.
And that's it. No Azali today.
No Azali.
She is out of town.
Just the dynamic duo.
Again.
So we were deciding what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna talk about this murder that was intriguing.
Okay.
But first off, Azali brought up a topic. We've been recording for a year now.
Whoa.
Yeah, like
53, right?
2 episodes ago.
There's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like 2 weeks
Didn't
ago.
we skip though? Yeah, we skipped when I
No,
had the Rona.
we recorded twice that one time too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I know we skipped when I had the
Yeah,
Rona.
so it's been a year since we started this.
Oh, interesting.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So if
pretty
you're
cool.
listening, it's been a year.
And you're still hanging out. Thanks.
Yeah, for real. Okay, let's get into it.
Okay.
All
How's
right.
your week? We're getting a week recap.
It's
okay.
I've been trying to keep my levels leveled because somebody's telling me to.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm good. I'm making, big ass to-do list. I'm
Nice.
making a big to-do list for all the shit we need to do
Nice.
this
And
summer.
it's almost golf time. I go golfing with my buddies.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so I want to talk about the Setagaya Murders.
Okay.
So again, welcome.
Welcome.
Co-op Chronicles.
Co-op Chronicles.
This is the dynamic duo, just me and Geisha. We're going to talk about, the Setagaya Murders. And this case, it doesn't just chill you, okay? It does linger. It's a crazy story. The more you learn, the more it feels like a real life horror level of a game. It's like a peaceful home, a loving family, and then a killer who just leaves fingerprints, DNA, food wrappers, even his bowel movements, and still somehow is gone.
I think I might have heard of this one. I don't know if it's this one in particular, but I did hear about a murder where he murdered the person in their house, but then he stayed and cooked himself dinner and watched TV and hung out for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's this particular one or not though. He made mac and cheese or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it was here in the States though.
with these type of cases, whether it's a case you watched or something, how do you feel about where everything should be solvable, but it isn't solvable?
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Oh my God, you literally repeat. How do you feel about cases that should be solvable, but aren't?
It's very intriguing to me. I was just watching Unsolved Murders
Oh yeah?
the other day, right?
Yeah.
It's so sad. I wish that these family members and relatives had answers
And closure.
and closures.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I don't understand why somebody would. Well, I kind of do understand, but the senseless killing and the senseless murders, I don't understand. Why would you just,
Some people are just twisted.
Yeah. I watched one where she was at college and she was an exchange student and her host family was on vacation. So she kind of broke into the theater at her college and she was hanging out there until her host family came back, and she was a pianist. She was playing the piano after a play, and then somebody murdered her and didn't leave any clues whatsoever, and they don't have a motive, they don't have anything, and it's been 40 years, and it's she was just minding her own business playing the piano.
That's
and
crazy.
Somebody murdered her, and they don't have any evidence or any clues or anything whatsoever. And I'm like, that's so sad.
Yeah.
She's only 25.
Have you ever watched or played a game where the crime scene told its own story even before the plot did?
Yes, Batman Arkham Asylum. Detective mode.
Yeah?
Yep.
Detective mode?
Detective mode.
Okay.
Yep.
So I don't know if I'm saying it right. Miyazawa family.
Mm-hmm.
It was just ordinary lives, and they had the unthinkable ending. So I'm going to tell you who they are. The father was Mikio, mother Yasuko, and their 2 children, 8-year-old Nina and 6-year-old Rei. They lived in a modern house in Setagaya, a peaceful Tokyo suburb. Mikio worked for a major publishing company. Yasuko taught school. Their daughter loved cartoons. Their son had a development disability. They were just a family living a simple life until someone obviously turned it into a nightmare. Do you think the normalcy of this family is what makes the case even more disturbing? As in, like, they're just a simple family. They're just a normal family.
I feel like most normal families in murders and documentaries and stuff don't turn out to be normal families. So I'll see.
Okay. What game or story has ever pulled you in just by how human the victims felt? Does that make sense? Has there ever been a story where you're like, wow, like this person was just living their life and this shit just happened for no reason?
The poor people in Arkham City, Batman, they're getting mugged. I gotta go save them.
Oh my God. Okay.
What?
All right. So December 30th, 2000. I'm going to give you the timeline of the massacre. Okay. So the murder happened somewhere between 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. The family was likely asleep, but the killer didn't just break in and leave. He stayed. He killed the family, each in different ways, then hung out in a house like it was his own, turned on the heat, ate ice cream, used their computer, left his clothes in the bathroom, and the scariest part, he may have napped on the couch next to the bodies.
Psycho.
Yeah. What kind of person does that? Not just kills them, but lingers as if it was normal.
Psychos.
Yeah.
Very, very disturbed person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does this feel like a planned act or something do you think that was just sporadic and spiraled down?
I don't know. It's hard to tell this early on. It could just be a random thing that this person wanted to do, or it could have a motive. I don't know. That's what I was saying. Some people just don't have motives.
Yeah. Some people are just, I don't know. There's just something not in their brain.
Yeah.
You know, something not there.
Something that doesn't click.
Something that just snaps.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the entry and the exit and the crime of familiarity. Okay. There was no sign of forced entry. Investigators believe the killer entered through an open, unsecure window in the second floor bathroom. One that was overlooking a park with easy access. The way he moved inside, the way he knew where things were, raised questions. Did he stalk them beforehand? Was this someone familiar with the family or the house or the neighborhood? Have you ever had that creepy feeling as if someone was watching you at home, babe?
No.
No?
Well, okay. So I don't have a creepy...
I'm going to need you to stop typing, too.
I was messaging the boy.
Mm.
If he's hungry, he can have leftover pizza. Anyways, I don't ever feel like someone from outside is looking in because we keep our blinds pretty much closed, you know, at night. However, sometimes I do get paranoid and feel like somebody's living in our attic.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, you had to tape it, remember? Like, we have this this X of tape above, like, on the outside of our attic entry because I feel like if somebody lived in there, right, they'd have to break the tape to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still holding there. It's still there.
There. It's been there for 2 years.
Just this tape hanging out.
Yeah. Shout out to that tape. I don't know what kind of tape that was.
Yeah.
So in games, do villains who know the map feel scarier to you?
Yeah.
You know, the ones that like walk around and stalk you and you get caught.
Yeah.
I know I'm comparing things to game from real life, and it's not like I have no respect, but it's, you know, I want to compare it to gaming and stuff as well since we play games.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So the killings, the methodical, brutalness of it, the disturbing and personalness to it, each family member was killed differently, which is bizarre to me. The father, Mikio, fought back. He had defensive wounds. There were others likely attacked while asleep. The police believe the killer may have used a sashimi knife he brought, but then used one from the kitchen, which broke because his broke during the crime itself when it was happening. They also covered Ray, he also covered Ray, the youngest, with a towel before killing him, suggested a warped sense of remorse or a ritual. Why do you think killers sometimes show selective remorse when they victim or kill certain victims?
Okay, so
you watch this stuff, so
I think, see, my detective spidey sense, Batman senses are kind of tingling, right? I feel like what I know so far, this killer, this was like his first kills, right? Like he killed the young boy first, and he was remorseful, and he was like scared of doing it, so he put the towel over, and then he did his thing. But then he killed everybody else afterwards in different ways, so that way he can be like, oh, you know what, I've always wanted to kill someone this way, so he did it. And then, you know what if I do it this way? And then he did it. And then, you know what, I think I want to do the next person this way. I want to do it. That's what I'm kind of thinking right now.
But
I don't know if that answers your question.
It's fine. I said killers, but not this killer, but that's fine.
Oh, sorry.
Does this remind you of any psychological horror or anything that you've ever heard of or watched so far? I feel like sometimes these type of people, when they show some sort of remorse, I wonder if they feel inside as if they're doing something noble. Like, oh, I'm going to cover this young boy up because he's so young. And it makes me feel, it just makes me, I don't know. It feels weird.
Yeah. That's outside.
What is that?
Sounds like a
little drone or
a
something.
little engine motorcycle.
Yeah.
Dirt bike.
Okay. So next, we're going to talk about how he stayed the night, ate there, used their toilet, browsed the internet, just basically as if he lived there.
Did they find DNA?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're getting
into there?
We're getting
Okay.
there. So this is where it goes from horrifying to surreal. The killer ate a melon. He drank some tea, so he had time to make himself tea after he did all this. He also used their toilet and didn't flush. So he did a number 2 and didn't flush.
That has DNA in it.
That has DNA. And then he also used the family's computer. In one Google search, a local theater company. Why was he so curious about this show? Who knows? Was he trying to cover something up? Was it just a random thing like, oh, I'm just going to look what's going on in this theater, you know? So what's scarier to me, or I'm asking what is scarier? Do you think it's a killer who doesn't clean up after himself? I'm going to ask you to stop typing again. Or is it someone who acts like they live there?
Acts like they live there. So then you just got something wrong with your brain.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like it gives me that I know they weren't dead, but it gives me Resident Evil 8 vibes where like you're being held hostage and you got the crazy people having dinner with you, you know? That's what it gives me.
Oh, okay. Have you seen anything similar to this before?
Yeah.
I guess you did. 'Cause
I mentioned
you
it.
mentioned that before. Okay, so you were talking about DNA.
Yes.
You have a phone where you can.
My phone is downstairs.
Oh my goodness.
It's fine. Nobody cares. It's fine.
I do.
Do you guys care if you hear the typies in the background while I'm trying to communicate with the boy about lunch?
I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they don't.
I'm sure they're
I'm
like.
sure they all know that we got literally.
I'm sure they're.
One hand of kids. We have this many kids. We have one freaking handful of kids.
I'm sure they're team label, and they're like, "Hey, Geisha, be more professional."
No,
they're not
I feel
team
like,
Geisha.
I feel like they're team Geisha. Like, look, man, relax. She's got this many kids, and that she needs to take care of.
Okay. Anyways,
so
DNA evidence overload. Clothes, fingerprints, DNA, everything. This wasn't a clean crime scene. The killer left DNA everywhere. His blood, or he bled on things. So they have blood evidence. His clothes, a black sweater, hip bag, scarf were left behind. His fingerprints were all over the house.
They had to have catched him.
His blood type was A. Police even noticed his shoe size from the bloody footprints on the floor.
Nice.
So this
Lots of evidence.
This case should have been open and shut.
Yeah.
It should have been
It should
bam.
have been.
Yeah. So why do you think cases with too much evidence sometimes go unsolved?
Because like I say, it's planted.
You think he planted all this?
No, but I'm just saying, I did watch a murder mystery case. Oh, you know what? It was the O.J. Simpson case.
Oh, yeah?
There was so much evidence against
Oh,
O.J.,
yeah,
remember?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so much. Like, blood in his truck, on the handle, in his house. There was just so much evidence to O.J., but yet somehow everybody says that it was planted because there's so much.
But also with that case, they deterred everything away from it and made it a race thing.
Yeah.
And then also with the whole glove thing, even when they did the documentary, he admitted to not taking his
Arthritis.
his arthritic medicine. So
Which makes your hand swell.
his hand swelled up, and he wasn't able to move. So when he put the glove on, it didn't fit. Like, he admitted to all this. It's crazy. And he had to put a rubber glove on top of his hand before he put his hand into the glove. So it makes it even more harder to thing. And then it's a leather glove. It probably shrunk. It's just too much stuff on that. It's just a dumb case.
But they did say that the defense did try to say that evidence was planted because there was so much of it.
Yeah, I mean, although aside from that, he was there. He ran away. He's running from. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. That such a weird documentary. I mean, people make it to be something else when it should have just been, hey, we just want justice.
Cut and dry.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways.
Yeah. So does this remind you of any? I don't know. Have you ever watched some sort of horror game or a game or any type of thing where the clues just don't match up cleanly? Like something's missing? Have you ever seen like that movie you just watched? What was that? Blink Twice or something?
Oh yeah, blink twice.
Was there anything in that where it just didn't match up cleanly? Like from the beginning something was missing?
Yeah. So blink twice. It was a good movie. I thought
Spoiler
it was
alert.
pretty good. Spoiler alert. Oh, do you want me to spoil it? Are you gonna watch it?
I'm not going to watch it.
So blink twice. In the beginning, you can tell something's missing, something's wrong. You don't know what's going on, but then at the end, it turns out to be that
Oh my God. Hold on before you start smacking.
man, I'm eating gummies and they're sticking to my teeth.
Why'd you put it in your mouth before you started asking?
Because I didn't know you were gonna ask me a question.
Who else is answering the question?
you were
It's
just gonna
just
talk.
me and you.
Why are you on my booty cheek today?
And I literally
Relax.
asked the question, and then I watched you go, I don't.
This is literally how it is every single day. Get off my cheeks, sir. Anyways, spoiler alert for Blink Twice. It turns out that he bought this island, and on this island there's this one flower that only grows on this island that makes you forget, right? It like does something to your cognitive brain and thinking, or you forget. And so every day the women like spray it on them. They go about their day, and then they forget the day before. And it turns out that these like 5 guys just picked up random girls, and they were assaulting them each and every single day. And then the next morning, the girls would wake up and they didn't remember anything. But there's also snakes on the island. So one girl got bit by a snake, and the venom from the snake, like,
Was that the main character girl?
no, it was her friend. She gets bit by the snake, and then she starts remembering everything because it like counteracts the flower.
Yeah.
And then so the main girl, there's a worker, like a maid on the island, and she's drinking like just a flask, and so she offers it to the main girl, and the main girl drinks it, and then she starts remembering. And then like they take pictures, like Polaroids, throughout the whole thing, and she finds the Polaroid to where she was there before.
Oh.
So like every year or so, he goes and he gets the same girl,
The same
and brings
main
her
chick?
back, and brings her back to the island and does this, and then lets her go, and then finds her again.
What? So
And then-
it was happening over and over?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then, but at the end of the movie, she uses the forget me spell or flower thing, and she puts it in
his vape, right?
his vape. So he's vaping it, and he's forgetting everything, and she takes over his entire company and is now like a billionaire.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's such a bizarre.
It's a pretty good movie.
I like the ending. I like
Yeah.
it where the victim gets the power. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It's a pretty good movie.
But it also turns the victim crazy too. You know what I mean?
I would do the same.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next one, we're going to talk about the sand clue, okay?
Okay.
Nevada, California, Japan. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
In one of the killer's bag, police found sand that matched a specific location. Edward Air Force Base in California. Some grains match sand from Nevada as well, and even the Japanese coastal area. It raised wild theories. Was the killer connected to the military? Was he a traveler? Was he a U.S. base worker? Where did he get all this sand? Why is this from 3 completely different areas? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Do you think this case could have involved international travel or military cover-ups with that knowledge?
I think it's totally possible. There is a base in Japan, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people go there. I think it's just crazy. How can you match sand from certain places?
I mean, it's like where some people, even like CSI, they would find the leaf and find out where that leaf grew and what time of the season and which area. Isn't that how I can't remember, they found a body due to the sand or the dirt or something on the tire tracks, and they're like, where was this dirt at? And it was like in the middle of nowhere. It was red dirt. I can't remember. It's
crazy.
I just remember watching something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever. I just remember the glue. You remember the glue? The super glue to get the fingerprints off of
Forensic Files.
Plastic bags.
Dude, Forensic Files had the old, like the intro was just classic. Mm-hmm. They're like, and it has like the eye and the guy dropping stuff in the beakers, making it look all scientific. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they said you put the glue on a piece of tape or something and you put it in the microwave.
No, like you heat up the super glue, and the super glue gives off these fumes that will
like
attach
adhesive,
itself. Yeah, that will attach itself to like the oils of the fingerprint that's on like a shopping plastic bag, and then they can lift it.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
Yeah.
I
want to be forensics.
Who just knows how to do this type of stuff?
People that went to school for it.
Yeah.
I should have been like, I want to work in a morgue.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Because I can't stand people, so...
Meanwhile,
I have more respect for I have more respect for dead people than I do for living people.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to talk about some internet clues, computer logs, and connection times.
Okay.
The killer logged onto the family's computer after the murders.
Okay.
He accessed a site for a local theater troupe and may have browsed for tickets. Remember how I talked about how he was looking at theater stuff? Mm-hmm. So he was just planning his day. You know, it was weird.
That's crazy.
The system log shows anywhere between 1:18 to 10 a.m. So he was there. When did I say the murders happened? It was like 3 p.m. to 6 a.m. maybe the murders happened.
I think so.
I did. And so he was on the computer till 10 a.m. So he was there since like 11 o'clock till noon the next day.
He spent the night.
Yeah, he stayed a long time at this house.
He had a sleepover with the bodies.
And he wasn't even worried about getting caught. He was just there, which is crazy to me. So I feel as if he knew their routine and their days, and as if their family doesn't visit or something. Because why would you just risk being there without knowing somebody's coming over?
Nobody's going to come check on you. Like, nobody comes and checks on us for days on end.
Yeah, but
the only person that comes over once a week is Azalee.
Yeah, but people text us. We go to work if we're not there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe it was on a weekend.
Maybe. What day was it? December 30th, 2000. What day was that?
I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
December 30th, 2000. What day?
Just Google it. What day of the week was December
30th, 2000? It doesn't just tell you?
No, it doesn't just.
Oh my God.
It was a Saturday.
Oh, okay. So it was a weekend. Interesting. Yeah, do you so this person being on this stuff, do you think the computer was taunting or just creepy indifference?
I think it was just creepy.
That is very
I feel like taunting would be more of like
writing stuff on the wall.
And like leaving like
notes and stuff.
Yeah, or like sending a letter to the police or like
Yeah.
Taunting, like, I'm going to do it again. I think he just
Crazy?
was like crazy and like, I just killed these people,
just
but I'm
don't
going to
care.
hang out for a little bit.
Do you remember that one Japanese murder where it was a guy even hired escorts and stuff, and he would bring them to his apartment and murder them and then cut them up and put them in his tub and stuff?
Oh, it was the yellow coat killer.
Yeah,
wasn't
the
it?
yellow coat killer. Yeah, that's right.
I don't think it was Japanese. I think it was in Korea.
Was it in Korea? Oh, yeah, you might be right. I think you're right. Also, what's your take on killers who leave digital footprints instead of physical ones?
I think that's good.
You think it's good? Okay. Thanks.
Any evidence is good evidence.
Yeah, okay.
But at
I
the same
accept
time,
that better.
How can you track who the killer is by a digital footprint unless they log
Well,
into
they
their
can't
own
track
personal...
them. They can't really track them.
Yeah,
But it's like leaving.
How much evidence can you get digitally?
I mean, you can get fingerprints physically from them using the computer.
Right, but that's more like physically. I'm talking about digitally. Like,
I
just
mean,
because he Googled to go to this show
doesn't mean he's
but
going to go
didn't-
there.
Yeah, he didn't buy any tickets. If he
That's
bought
true.
tickets, then okay, that's evidence, right? But
I mean, it's still evidence of him looking up things.
yeah,
that
but it's
he's
not
interested-
evidence of that's going to lead you to who he is.
True.
If he bought tickets and was like, I bought seat 2, row A, you can be like, yo, he's in seat 2, row A.
True.
Or like logged on to his social media, then you know who he is.
Yeah. Okay. The killer's clothes. Okay. All bought from the same store. All the clothing left behind came from the same retail chain. I can't pronounce it. Uniqlo. UNIQLO.
That's the one that's in the mall, I think.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Dude, they be
I
having
want to
some.
go.
They have some banger outfits, but this
wanna
guy
go.
wore it, so I don't know. But it included all these clothes from there, and including a limited edition sweater sold at only 130 stores. I mean, that's a lot of stores, but
That you can track down.
yeah, one particular sweater was sold just 5 times in Tokyo. Yeah, so police tracked all 5 buyers, but none of the DNA matched any of these people, which is crazy. So literally, this one sweater was only sold at 5 times in Tokyo. They were tracked. No DNA matched this evidence. So he had to be somewhere else, right? Not from Tokyo, I guess.
I guess.
Would you ever think to trace clothing as if you were a detective?
Yeah, hell yeah. I feel like everything can be traced. Like, it's fine, babe.
Yeah. Go ahead, continue.
Yes, I apologize for the background noise. It's
I'm
lunchtime.
taking a deep
People are
breath.
hungry.
I'm taking a deep breath.
Lower
Continue,
your
please.
level down here, so
Continue, please.
you can track everything.
Yeah.
Everything is tracked nowadays. I could sneeze and somebody's gonna track it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you probably can figure out, like, I bought these shorts a year ago on this day with this credit card.
yeah.
I guarantee it.
Well, yeah, of course, because it's your stuff. Yeah.
Even if I bought something for you and they're like, oh, he got it from her on this day, she used this credit card.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is wild. So
They can track tape,
it can.
remember?
Yeah. So DNA profile. I remember watching one where, what was the crime? I don't remember what the crime was called, but it was on a farm, and the murderer used specific yellow bags, and they tracked these bags that they found to him because he bought a crap ton for his farm, which was weird. And it was a guy who would torture gay men in a barn. Remember, he would, I don't know if you remember, but he would try to have sexual favors with each other or with them, and then he would act as if he was a straight man and be all defensive about it. And I think he killed them and tortured them or something, but they found him by using a plastic bag.
I feel like the yellow plastic bag was not like he bought them.
It was like a charity thing, I think.
What I remember about the yellow plastic bag is that they track the yellow plastic bag to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer sells it to only one grocery store in the whole city.
And it was like a charity thing, if I recall.
I don't remember. And then they went back to that grocery store, and then they found like the person from the grocery store.
Which is
That's
wild.
what I remember.
Yeah, it's wild. So DNA profile, we know who this dude is, kind of, sort of, in a way, you know.
You know who he is. You just
Yeah. Thanks.
you got his data.
They don't know who he is though. Yeah,
data.
data.
You got his data.
So thanks to a mountain of evidence, they had a full DNA profile. The killer was male, believed to be between 15 and 35.
Jesus.
Yeah, a huge gap.
Huge gap.
And possibly mixed of East Asian and Southern European descent, which
I don't even know what that covers.
Yeah. His Y chromosome markers weren't common in Japan, but were found in some parts of Korea and Europe.
So does that mean he's Korean?
Could be. Despite having his DNA in multiple surfaces, there is no match in any criminal or international database of this person. So I want to know, how do you feel knowing that if it was you, how would you feel knowing that you were this close to solving it, but you don't really have anything?
It would drive me insane. Side note, though, do you think it's wrong of me to feel like when a baby's born, you should automatically, right then and there, get their DNA? Put it in the system. Because then you have crimes like this where you have DNA, but you can't find the person because they never got in trouble.
Yeah, but then you have those people that are like, why are you doing this to my kid? And this is uncultured. You have so many different people that believe in so many different... I agree with you that it should happen.
I think it should happen,
I mean, what are they going to...
You think they're going to
clone... You think they're going to clone you and stuff? Like, come on.
It's the government. I mean, maybe that's why people don't like it. But at the same time, like, there's so many cases
of crimes,
of unsolved murders that have DNA that cannot find their person because that person never got in trouble. So you're telling me that I could murder 3 people, never get in trouble, murder 3 people, and then disappear, and I might get away with it.
Yeah, it's like all those cold cases that we would watch. Where, what was one? I'm trying to think of one. It was where this young lady. It was a long time ago, maybe the 60s or 70s. Maybe the 80s, because, back then the evidence was, they didn't really have any forensics that were up to what we are now.
Yeah.
I believe that she was riding her bike from home to work or something, and then she just disappeared. And then they found, because they found her body and all the clothes and stuff, and then they obviously had DNA.
Oh, is this the one with the gene button?
Yeah, the gene button.
Yeah, she was a teenager. She was riding to her friend's house. It was like a mile away from each other, right?
Yeah.
Dirt road, rural country, and it was like literally a mile, and she disappeared.
Yeah, and then they found her body.
And they found her body, and then
I think they found him years later because of the DNA, like way past everything. And I think he was dead or old.
He was old because he had cut the buttons from her jeans and took it with him because his fingerprint was like on the button to unbutton her pants. Yeah. Right?
And then, it's just bizarre.
It's crazy.
It goes from, crimes just go from, like, criminals from 30 to whatever years. It's sad.
Or you know what? You could be reversed too, right? If everybody got their DNA taken and into the system when they're babies and someone is murdered and they have DNA for that person, but they can't identify that person based off that DNA. Boom, there you go. This person's this person.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of, we have her DNA, but she's not in any system, so we don't know who she is at all.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the toilet now.
Okay.
So I did So the toilet clue,
the doo-doo clue,
the human waste, basically. So, which is bizarre and gross.
It's very gross.
It's a gross clue.
That's nasty.
But the killer used the bathroom and didn't flush. So the investigators collected his stool sample, analyzed it, finding traces of sesame seed and string beans, likely from the meal he ate before the murder, which is just bizarre. It just shows the type of person
crazy
the murderer was.
Yeah.
Who kills somebody, uses their bathroom, drops a stool, and just leaves it there. Doesn't even flush. Nasty, dude. It's just I don't know. Do you think this was a personal? I don't know.
It's hard.
Do you think it was a slip up? I don't think it's a slip up.
I don't think it's a slip up.
Because he was touching everything. Yeah. He used their computer. So I don't think he just didn't care. He's just not that type of person.
You said the age range was 15 to 35. I feel like this is a young kid. A stupid young kid.
Like 20s, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, sorry for the younger generation, but it's like, you're stupid in the first place for murdering 3 people, and then you're just four people, and then you're stupid for just hanging out and pooping in their bathroom and not flushing your poop.
Maybe their just mentality is just
I don't care,
not developed or something. Or their brains mentally not developed. It's just some people just I don't know, man.
So weird.
I feel like this guy wants to be caught, he left so much behind. So how do you not get caught? Yeah, I don't.
Tell me he never got caught.
I don't know. So we're gonna continue. The scene organized and chaotic. I don't think he got caught though.
Oh, that's stupid.
Was this killer's methodical and messy, or was this killer's kill methodical or messy? Some signs pointed to planning, considering the weapon, the gloves, getaway plan. Others think it's just chaotic. There was bleeding everywhere. He was eating. He was napping. I don't know. Which theory do you lean forward to? Chaotic or calculated?
I think chaotic.
Chaotic. Have you ever, I don't know, played a game or watched somebody play a game where the villain seemed organized but unraveled into like a crazy person the deeper you went? I feel like a lot of those games, like Cub Scouts plays, like kind of do that. Like where the killers, he captures you, you're locked in a basement, but then as you continue to escape, things unravel and you find different clues about the person.
I think you're crazy in the get-go for kidnapping someone.
True. But that's not the question I asked.
What did you ask? I'm sorry.
Nothing, it's fine.
Okay.
We'll continue.
So
I want to talk about a side note.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I want to talk about some gaming parallels to this case, okay? The real-life survival horror game. So, obviously, this case feels like a completely different level of psychological horror game. You walk into the house, everyone's dead, but the killer stayed. He ate, he slept, he left items. It's a less traditional crime scene, obviously, considering the amount of evidence that they had. And it's more as if a twisted Silent Hill type thing, in my opinion. Because all the crazy things that are just happening throughout the house. Would you think this case would work as a game if they made it? Like you explore different timelines, match the evidence, piece together motives. And if so, or if not, what game would this case fit best with?
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's a hard question. I don't know.
I feel like people that make games like that are kind of twisted too, man. To think of stuff like that, you got to think on a different level, man. It's insane. What kind of ending at the moment would you feel be satisfying right now?
A good one, and they caught him, and he's in prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
You always want a happy ending.
You always do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they're like super terrible, and then you want a bad ending.
Yeah, and
I mean, maybe he should get a bad ending, but good bad ending that he was caught and then he got the penalty.
Well, I know I said I don't know what happened, but I do know he didn't get caught though.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
See, again, if everyone had the DNA when they were kids, it would have been solved just like this.
Yeah. So there's an emotional toll. I feel like with the family, just a family completely gone. You know what I mean? Like it's a family just wiped off everything, whether they were going to make history or not, in their life. They're just disappeared. They're gone. They're erased. So we've talked about clues and theories, but I want to talk about, let's not forget who this family was, okay? The Miyazawas, they weren't a rich family. They weren't famous. They were just living their life. Father worked, mother taught, The son obviously had a disability. The daughter loved cartoons. Like they were people, they had feelings. And then they were wiped out in a brutal, unimaginable way, which is pretty sad when you think about it. And to me, it hits harder knowing that they were a simple family. They were normal. Yeah. They were like us. They were probably like you, And it doesn't make it, I don't know, it just makes it more of a tragedy. Because normally you don't even, if this was a high profile case, it'd probably have more attention. People would probably be doing their due diligence a lot more. And I'm not saying anything bad about the law enforcement or how they handle things, but if it was a celebrity or a political figure, damn well it would be, with all that evidence, the person would have been caught the next day. What were we just watching where the fucking guy sent ricin, or what is it called? Remember the
ricin,
ricin, the Elvis impersonator?
Yeah. It wasn't him though.
It wasn't him. Yeah, exactly.
Tried to frame him.
That's what I'm saying. They found that shit
of
Toledo,
Tulupo.
Yeah.
Kings of Tulupo on Netflix. Pretty good.
Yeah, and they found the guy within 2 days who it was. They're like, this guy is not the guy. Who else could it be? And
No,
boom.
what happened was they arrested the Elvis impersonator. Spoiler. They arrested the Elvis impersonator, and then
They kind of realized it wasn't him.
Yeah, they did realize it wasn't him. I think it was like a month, though. I
But
don't
they
think it
found him, though, within like 2
yeah,
days.
within 2 days. But it's because the framer put his initials on the letter.
Yeah, and they also had like evidence of where it was mailed from and all this stuff.
Yeah, because of the stamps,
Yeah.
the little barcode on them.
But I'm saying this crime has a massive amount of evidence, which you would think they would have solved it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you think this case, considering what I just said, hits harder because it feels like it could happen to anybody at any time?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. What's one case that you still can't shake emotionally? Have you ever watched a case where you're like, this is just crazy?
Yeah, the one at the hotel. What's her name?
Which one?
Alyssa Lamb.
Oh,
Eliza Lamb.
Eliza Lamb.
Eliza Lamb.
Oh,
I just can't figure it out.
Yeah, that one was a crazy
Can't
case.
figure it out.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh, you know what? Like for this case, you know, it has to be some random murder. There's no explanation for it. But for her, it's the same thing. Like there's no explanation for anything. And it's like crazy. Like there's no explanation for how she acted, like caught on camera, you know, like all these different things going on. And I feel like if you were off your meds for a little bit, yeah, you might be a little unstable, but not like this, you know. I think there was foul play. I don't think she did it on her own.
Okay.
Anyways.
So let's talk about some suspect theories, okay?
Okay.
Ex-neighborhood resident, a military kid, or a ghost. Over the years, tons of theories...
It's not a ghost. A ghost doesn't poop.
Over the years, tons of theories have floated up. Some say it was a disgruntled former neighbor. Others think it was somebody from a nearby U.S. military base. And yes, there are also who claim supernatural causes. Obviously, I don't agree with the latter. There's no way.
A ghost doesn't poop and leave DNA.
Or use your computer.
Or use your computer.
But police interviewed 100 people. No one stood out. Theories ranges from revenge to random thrill kill, but nothing ever stuck. What do you think your top theory is? And do you, just hearing this, do you think it was just, you think you know who it was? Yeah, no. You think it was just a random?
I think it was just random. Like I said, I feel like with like the covering of one victim and all of them being killed a different way, I feel like it was just some random person who had these thoughts of hurting somebody else in different ways, and then he found the family. Maybe he stalked them for a little bit. Maybe he watched them for a few days. And then, like I said, I feel like logically speaking, he killed the boy first and then covered him because it was his first kill, and then wanted to play out all his other fantasies in different ways with everyone else. And then he's like, oh, I did it. You know what? Let me take a shit real quick.
Yeah.
Type of situation. I do feel with the sand being like from California and Las Vegas and then in Japan, it could be military related.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the randomness of this crime makes it kind of scarier than one with a clear motive? I think random kills are horrifying because anybody can just snap and hurt anybody.
Yeah, I think random is very more scary than motive wise. I'm just not worried about it because we have like our fucking house is like Fort Knox.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me tell you, I feel like there's a whole underline of crazy underneath me that has been waiting to let out. So let somebody come.
Baby, you're like 5'4".
But I'm fast.
Okay, you are fast,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so 25 years later,
Okay.
why has this crime not been solved? So Japan's criminal system is known for being extremely thorough.
Yeah.
So, but this case, it seems like there's an exception. It's weird with all the DNA evidence, fingerprints, clues. The fact that this case has still gone unsolved after 2 decades, kind of weird, kind of mind-blowing.
Right.
Some say it's due to limited access to international DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know,
That
if
could make sense,
it's in Japan, and some people, they did say it might have been Southern Europe descent or Korean, they might not have, you know, access
they might not
to
have
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Others blame bureaucratic red tape. But either way, the case still remains open. Do you think modern forensic could solve this now?
I think that they have enough evidence to be solved. The only thing they're missing is somebody's DNA to match it.
Yeah.
I think the biggest issue is, like you said, the international like sharing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like US probably has their own
Criminal database.
criminal database. And I know there's Interpol. I don't know if Interpol has access to all of them or not.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't like a Interpol get involved in this case? Because you have sand from the United States.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you think if it
Maybe
happened
it's
around
bigger.
the internet age of detective sleuths that this would have been solved right away? Like considering like was it Don't Fuck with Cats?
Yeah, no,
Documentary?
I don't think so.
You
Because
don't
like
think
you
the
said,
internet-
you have so much evidence and so much DNA, but you don't have somebody to match it to. That's the biggest thing. You don't have anybody to match it to.
Yeah, that's true. It's just very weird. It's a
Yeah.
very weird case.
Yeah.
So,
I was going to say, I did watch a documentary about Japanese justice system, and I guess that they are sometimes trained to get false confessions.
oh yeah, I actually seen that. Yeah, I seen that because
Especially with foreigners.
We watched that documentary.
You started it, like you played it, and then you left, and then I finished it.
Yeah,
I think you went
but is that the
bowling.
one you're referring to though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I told the boy that he needs to not break any rules when
Yeah.
he goes to Japan.
Yeah. So the creepiest details we can't let go. There are also certain details that haunt you. There are always certain details that will always haunt you. Sorry. And for us, or for me personally, the ice cream, because he ate ice cream there. The casual browsing as if he doesn't care if he gets caught or he knows nobody's coming. The fact that he folded the knife back in its case after using it to kill them. The blood on the doorknobs, the towel over the child, the little ritual. To me, they're not just clues. I feel like this person is just his personality. He's a fucking,
I wonder if he like talked to them throughout the day. You know, like he's like in the kitchen like cooking his mac and cheese, and somebody's like at the dining table all slunched over dead, and he's like, "Yeah, so you know what? We're gonna have some mac and cheese for dinner."
Yeah, it's twisted.
And then like sit in front of him like, "So how were you? How was your day?" And then like he's having
You
this
know damn
conversation with
well he
somebody.
probably did. He probably did. And, like twisted people like that, they probably have like I mean, you know damn well he did.
Yeah. When I go shopping, does this make me crazy? When I go shopping like by myself for clothes,
Do you talk to yourself?
I
in your
talk to
head?
myself. I'm like, "Oh, this is cute," and then like, "Oh, I'll never wear it."
What does your voice sound like? Does it sound like you in your head, or does it sound like somebody else?
Pick a voice. I have many.
Oh,
Just
never
joking.
mind. Never mind.
It sounds like me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds
Okay.
like me.
What single
I
detail?
ignore the one that does not sound like me.
Oh my god. What single detail from this case stands out to you the most?
That he just hung out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who does that? Crazy people do that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah. Do you think it's better to catch this person, or will it just raise more questions if they got him out of nowhere all of a sudden?
I think of course, it's better to catch somebody, especially like in murder, right? And then figuring out like why.
Yeah.
Just tell me why. You know, I think that's the biggest. I think that's what draws people into watching like murder mysteries and unsolvedness is because I feel it's human nature to always wonder why. Why did you do this? Give me an answer. We always need an answer for something. Like
Yeah.
it's just in human nature. Like why is the sky blue? I need the answer. Why is this costing this much money? Because of this answer.
Okay. Let's
My nose is running.
imagine if this was a horror game, like the mechanics and everything. Okay, first person narrative, maybe a detective, with supernatural elements, time loops.
How does this have supernatural elements in it?
I'm saying, just listen
It's
to
the
what I'm
ghost.
saying.
It's a ghost that pooped.
It's like as if you're being haunted by the family to help you solve it. Okay, maybe again haunting flashbacks, like something's telling you what's happening. Clues scattered around the house, slowly deteriorating the house. Maybe the killer's already with you in the house, watching you, testing you. I feel like people who play horror games kind of love the gamify horror aspect. No, and I'm not trying to disrespect the victims again, okay? But let us explore the psychology and storytelling behind a tragedy, okay? Would you play a game inspired by this if it was respectful but immersive? I mean, they make movies about true events. Would you play a game inspired by a true event? As long as it was respectful, but immersive.
I don't know if I personally would.
Like a
To be
true,
honest.
yeah.
I'm not big into like.
Do they have
Stuff like that.
horror game that's a true event horror game? I'm not
I don't
into
know.
horror games.
Probably isn't the one company they make like horror games based off of like real crimes?
Oh,
What's it called?
It starts with an F, right? Are you talking about? It's not. What is it
It's
called?
like a.
It's with. It's like stories.
As would know.
As would know because she was talking about
Yeah,
it.
they're like make indie. They're like an indie company that
Cub
makes,
Scouts plays
Yeah,
them, right?
Cub Scouts plays
What
them.
are they called? Yeah, they do make
They do
actual
make
true
them.
crime events. Yeah.
There's like 3.
What's it
there's like
start?
3
It
games.
starts with that F.
I thought I started with a S.
S?
S.
I don't know.
I don't know. As would know.
As would know.
Let's
Okay.
phone a friend.
Okay. But that's all I got. We could wrap up this with closure. You know, this case sticks with you.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
just
weird.
unsolved. It's unfinished, obviously. There's no villain arc. There's nothing else that kind of connected to this. There's no satisfying resolution,
Yeah.
which makes it more, sad and, I guess, absurd and terrifying.
It gives me the Village 8. I mean, not the Village 8. Resident Evil 8 vibes. The family.
It's 6.
6?
Or no, it was 7. It
7?
was 7, right? Yeah.
6, 7? I don't
It was
remember.
7.
What is 8? The Village.
Village.
Yeah. Okay.
Where you're-
so
you
6 and 7.
Yeah. I think it's 7.
7 is the second one from 6.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I thought 6 was the one where they go to the different country. Where it's like in
Googling it.
South Africa or something.
That's 5.
That's 5? Okay. I thought
Resident
7.
Evil
Anyways,
6.
go ahead. For
6.
for me, it's more of a crime. It's a reminder that
No, you're.
real
7.
horror in real
7.
life. Please stop mumbling.
7. It's 7 and 8.
7 and 8. Yeah, 7
Yes.
was the house with the family. 8 is the village where he's trying to find her after.
I thought there was 2 games
No.
with the mold. With,
No. Well,
with-
7 is when he's when you're in the house with the mold,
Yeah.
where he gets the mold.
And then
8
he goes to the village.
Village,
Yeah. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm getting the 7 vibes then.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Again, I was saying, this is more than a crime. It's a reminder that real horror does exist in the world. I mean, every day, you just hop on the internet. There's horrible people out there with horrible takes, horrible
Yeah.
aspects. There's rage bait. There's just a lot of bad things in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not a jump scare. It's just real life. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's just a silent house. You know,
Yeah.
and shit just happened there. You know, you never know what's going on. So, I mean, yeah. Do you think that we'll ever get closure from this? Probably not.
Probably not.
Is this one of those?
They haven't solved it by now. They're
Yeah.
not
If
gonna
this
solve it.
is this, it's probably just one of the hundreds,
Thousands
of
millions.
of stories that are just lingering in the dark with no one to solve it.
Yeah. I'm gonna Google it.
And I feel like, that's all we got. What are you doing?
Hold on. One key takeaway, guys, is so hold on. So from 1965 to 2001. Oh wait, hold on. There are currently 254,379 unresolved murders for the past 40 years
How
in
many?
the United States.
How many unresolved?
254,379.
Jesus.
On average, 6,276 murders go unsolved every year. 6,200
Yeah. It's
every year in the United States.
devastating.
It is devastating.
It's
And that's
sad.
just in the United States. We don't know about worldwide. Quick thing, though. I think not necessarily moral of the story, but quick side note of this story is, guys, if you don't have a home security system, you really should invest one.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You should.
I feel like,
At least a ring, you know?
yeah, a ring. We have the tension poles, like, especially if you have a
Cameras.
family.
Yeah.
it's just too easy for someone
like
to
the
break
window
in.
alarms where you know
Yeah.
your window gets opened or your door gets open. It's just
Yeah.
helpful, you
It
know.
is.
So
It's
yes,
so helpful. Just do it.
yeah, stay
It's not
safe.
that expensive.
Yeah.
Make sure you register for your city. I still have to register for our city.
Yeah, but anyways,
Anyways.
I hate saying it and on this type of story, but keep grinding those levels and finishing those side quests.
We don't have S to,
Yep.
to outro us.
What was it? She's like, as always,
As always.
it's me.
No, she says, as always, this has been
Co-op Chronicles with Azali, or with Pint-Sized Geisha, Black Label, and me.
Azali.
And-
Azali's not here.
Yeah, but
Bye.
yeah, so keep grinding those levels, finishing those side quests.
Bye.
We gather round the mic, tales of knights and dice. Gaming worlds collide, hobbies come alive. Azali and Geisha chat, Black Label's where it's at. Movies and stories told, secrets to unfold. Co-op Chronicles.